Hi, I'm Kevin Klein. Let's talk Winnipeg about the city's Green Action Plan. We have a very robust Green Action Plan. It has one problem though. We do very little to achieve any of the objectives that are outlined in that plan. Recently, I moved a motion at City Council that would offer you a tax break if you got involved to help our environment, to help us achieve our green action initiatives, our goals. We would give you a $100 rebate on your property taxes. Now, it wasn't just handing over money, because the facts say if you were to do home composting, we would save thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe more over time at the Brady landfill. Because we know facts. The fact is that over 45% of the garbage that goes to the Brady landfill today is organic waste. That could be put to work in your own backyard. Now, I know some of the people will say, and have said, well, we already have a pilot project going on. Well, it took almost 6 years or 7 years to get to the point where we actually started a pilot project on organic collection. And this is in a very small portion of the city. It's a couple of areas that are trying it. And I'm sure it's going very well because it's a pilot project and it's not on your tax bill yet. But why couldn't we do both? Why couldn't we offer some incentive and do organic collection? Here's what's going to happen. Public Service is going to come back in 2023, I believe it is, maybe 2024, and tell us that organic collection they can do, but it's going to cost you. And it might cost $100 to $200 more per year per household to do organics collection. But we could save money if we gave you $100 a year to do organics collection and do it at home. We would only have to hire one staff member, and that could be funded through grant programs. It's that easy. It's just an idea. Now, the motion I put forward died because City Hall is where all ideas go to die, or good ideas. So I moved the motion again because the first time I moved the motion, nobody talked to me about it. Nobody asked me any questions. Nobody wanted the data that I had available. I said I have all the stats available. Nobody asked for that. Nobody even asked me what I meant by a tax rebate or how it would be policed. Now, a lot of that was in my motion, but you needed that extra detail, I would think, to make an informed decision. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to move it again to see if they actually read my motions or if they just vote no, because that seems to be the way it is. So here's what I said at City Council.
Councillor Klein.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, just a couple of quick points on solid waste. Solid waste collection expenses, according to our budget books, are roughly $25 million per year. Excuse me while I read them and make sure I have these correct. Solid waste disposal expenses are pegged in around $15 million a year. Long-term landfill expenses are not included or spoken to within any of our budget material or information that's provided to Council. Total expenses, collection and disposal, roughly reaches $40 million per year. Total garbage in 2020 was 195,000 metric tons. 44% of that garbage is compostable organics. 44% of that. Now, we have been informed that implementing collection of organics would be costly to taxpayers, and they are already paying more than enough for water and waste collection today. The gap between what our water and waste costs are and property taxes is quickly closing. And maybe, unfortunately, one day we'll see where water and waste is more expensive, more costly than property taxes. Winnipeg has a very ambitious green objective, but I don't see that we're doing much. I know we have a pilot project in place. We've talked about this for years, and we still only have a pilot project in place. The funding, as outlined in the motion with a number of whereases, could be used from the Green Initiative Reserve account to support implementation and staffing. The concept is not new. In fact, we can use funding as from that source to do other Green Initiative projects. This project, this discount, this incentive would help cut our cost in the long term. I don't think I have to explain that. It's simple. It's right before our eyes. It's simple. And we get more with sugar than we do with pepper, right? Or honey, or however you would like to say it. We're enticing people to participate in this, and it ultimately saving us money and helping save the environment while promoting the composting. I've received emails from residents in support of this concept from all across the city, some that have been composting for 30 years. And one lady, a couple actually, that I spoke to that has been composting for over 25 years, said since they've been composting, their garbage has gone down to the equivalent of one Safeway bag per week. I don't suggest you use those at the landfill. However, that was the comment that was made. What I'm suggesting here was, or what I was trying to suggest was, let's do things differently. Let's reward people for reducing their waste, not just tax them more. I believe that we can find new alternative solutions, creative solutions, that will help benefit us all today, tomorrow, and well into the future. I will note that this is the second time I put this on, and both times I never received one question from any member of the Executive Policy Committee or any member on council. I never had one phone call, one email, nothing. I'm here every day. I return my calls, not one. Now, I know some of my colleagues will say, well, you have the opportunity to present it at EPC. Correct. Absolutely correct. And I've done that on a number of occasions, and I'm happy to show that video back to you whenever we say, is there any questions? And there's crickets. So I don't know how you vote on something when you're not asking any questions, when you didn't ask for any data to back it up. One could only assume it's personal. That's okay. We can get beyond that. This is a really good thing for the city of Winnipeg. People are saying this is a really good thing. Residents are saying this is a good thing. And they can work in tandem. You could have the organic waste pilot project go on today. Not a problem. And you can do this with it. Why would we not want to do everything we can to be more environmentally friendly? Well, I'm sure we're going to hear lots of political reasons why we can't. But I just can't see it. There's no good reasoning why we couldn't do something like this that will obviously save us money. There's no question about it. Anybody who's done high school home economics and learned a household budget would see that this could save money, and it saves the environment. I know you accepted it as information yet again, but I thought it was important to get on the record in this very collaborative setting that not one phone call, not one email, not even a letter, like a mailed letter, nothing. Note on the car windshield, not a thing. But we decided not to run with it.
All right, so before I show you the vote, let's talk about a few things. Facts. First of all, my motion was asking for a report, so it had no cost attached to it. It had no commitment attached to it. I had said there's no reason why we couldn't do the pilot project and do a pilot project like this at the same time, or just offer this while we're doing the pilot project. It's a win-win. We help the environment. We'll save some money. Every time we can reduce the amount of garbage going to Brady, we save money. And here's something you're not hearing in the media. We are sending more garbage than the year before and the year before that to Brady landfill. Think about that. We have more garbage going to Brady now than we have for a couple of years. That's not a good thing. That costs us more money and it hurts our environment more. This was looking for a report. It's what they do all the time because they don't want to make any decisions. They want a report. So, okay, here's a report. Let's work together on this and let's see if it would be beneficial. Here is how this group voted. The group that stands at a microphone or puts out tweets at every opportunity saying how they want to protect the environment. They had the opportunity. This was their opportunity, their moment to put their money where their mouth is, to stand up and take action to help our environment. Well, how did they vote?
Councillors Santos, Orlico, Lukes, Rollins, His Worship Mayor Bowman, Councillors Chambers, Eadie, Gillingham, Gilroy, Mays, Madam Speaker, Councillor Sharma.
Thank
Is
you.
recorded in support.
Those opposed, please rise.
Just for the record, Councillor Allard was in support as well.
Councillor Allard, were you on the screen for the vote? Or are you just coming back?
I was on screen. I asked to be recorded in support.
Okay, just put your hand up when that time comes, because it did pass already, but we've got you.
Your taxes have gone up every year. Your frontage fees have gone up every year. The value of your home, which is how we can charge you more, goes up every year. Has the city gotten better every year? The status quo has to go. We have to start working to make this a better Winnipeg.